Welcome to News West 9's West Texas View with Johnny Lou Avery.
Welcome to the West Texas View. I'm Johnny Lou Avery, and we've got a good program for you today. And in my farmer life, I'm a retired college administrator, and one of the most fun things that I enjoyed all of those 30 years in college administration was the continuing education department, or the community activities that we did in providing all kinds of classes and development and learning opportunities for the community. And so we have Brenda Cordero here to talk to us about Midland College's community programs. And you're going to learn more than you ever thought you could about the offerings that Midland College has. Brenda, it is such a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And I want us to start with a little bit about you, because we like to get to know our guests.
Okay, well, I grew up in Fort Stockton. I went to the cities for a while, but I was tired of the traffic, so I wanted to come home, and I wanted to live in Midland. I've been here 14 years and worked for Midland College almost 12 of those. And I have a 15-year-old son.
Good.
And I just love being in Midland. It's a great place.
And you love the opportunities that you have to meet and greet and bring things to the community.
Absolutely.
One of the things about Brenda that I have enjoyed getting to know you is that you are so interested in bringing in new programs for the college.
Right.
So let's start right off by telling what is the community programs.
Well, community programs breaks down into 3 different programs. It's personal enrichment, college classics, and kids college. Personal enrichment, I call the fun classes, dance, fitness, golf, things like that. And college classics is for adults 50 and over for a small fee. And then kids college is for 1st through 6th graders, and that's in the summer. And that is a lot of fun to plan and to have fun with all the kids.
And it makes such a deep impression. And for some kids, they say, I never thought about going to college, but I'm in college and I'm only in the 1st grade.
Right. We love having them on campus because we want them to think about it for the future.
Oh, that's right. But the first program, a group of programs that you talked about is really for all ages.
Yes.
A 16-year-old could come in and take a photography class.
Correct.
Or you might have a class of an art class just for junior high or for senior citizens or something.
Exactly.
Well, tell us a little bit about how it works. How does people get involved in it, and how do they know what's being offered?
Well, our website, midland.edu/CPCE, lists every course that we offer. And you can see everything that we offer in all 3 programs. And if they're interested in a class, they can call us. They can get on the web and register, or they can come in person.
And the interesting thing is these are all lengths of classes. You might have a class that's 1 day in length, and you might have one that's 6 weeks in length.
Correct.
Or one that's a whole semester,
Correct.
just like
exactly.
a college.
Just like the whole from September to December or January to May. Yes.
And this is separate because when I was in college administration, it wasn't separate. Your workforce development is separate from your community programs.
Right.
Because those are really training classes for specific job skills.
Those are geared towards businesses and the computer classes, stuff like that. That's not what we deal with.
But the computer classes that you offered are a lot of times for
seniors.
People like me that are in their 70s that are looking for better ways to email or to...
Yes, they want to email their grandchildren, so they'll want to take a class.
And sometimes we had grandparents come and they brought their grandchildren with them to explain what the teacher was saying.
Right, sometimes.
So tell us some of the variety of classes that you have, and also the cost, because that's a really important.
Right. We do also partner with other places in Midland, like we partner with Midland Yoga Works. They offer Pilates, yoga, and different classes like that, and the cost is $75, and it's an 8-week course. Or we have our own on campus. We have a yoga class, and a hula hoop class.
Oh, how much fun.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Well, I haven't taken it, but I've heard it's so much fun. And that is the whole semester almost. And we try to keep those costs down so we can get more people in it. I would guess that's probably like $60, $70 for that.
For the whole thing.
Right, right.
And when you're talking about a class, you're talking about really almost a break-even amount, because what you've got to do, that program has to pay for itself.
Correct.
So if you offer a class and you don't have enough people sign up for it, then you have to kill that class.
Exactly.
And so that's why it's really important for people to get on there and say, I want that class, and that way you don't come up to the day and say, we're not going to be able to offer
It's better for them if they have the idea to go ahead and register, because if we don't have enough 2 days before the class, we'll have to cancel it. And we look for at least 5 people to make the class. So
good.
And we really don't like to cancel classes. So.
But another thing is that if somebody says, "Oh, I would really like to have a class in glass blowing or finger painting or anything like that," come to you and you can find a teacher.
Correct.
That can do that.
Right.
I know one of our most popular classes was activities. A grandmother said, I want to learn some craft activities I can do with my grandchildren. So we got a teacher that came in and taught craft classes so that the grandmothers that were taking them, or the mothers, could go back
with their grandchildren. Yeah, if there's anything anybody's interested in, they can just call me and I'll put feelers out for trying to find an instructor for that exact thing that they're looking for.
And the beauty of that is, again, you can get it designed for the length it's needed. If it's something like guitar lessons that would take a longer period of time, then that's one thing. But if it's something like craft classes, that might could be one afternoon or 2 afternoons.
Exactly.
And the length of time is important too. Another thing that I want to talk about is the ease of registration, because when they call or get online, it's not a sheaf of papers that they have to fill out, and they don't have to provide their birth certificate and their shot record and all the other things. All they have to do is just to give you a name and address and basic information.
Basic information. It's one piece of paper, it's painless, and then they're in the class.
That's something people need to know, because once they start taking classes, then they're going to be taking classes for a long time.
That's what we hope.
And one of the biggest groups you've got is probably your senior citizen group.
Yes, they're the most loyal too.
We're going to have to take a break right now, but we're going to come back and visit some more with Brenda Cordero in just a minute. And be sure and take note of the scroll that's going across your screen, because that's the way for you to get in touch with her and her office staff, and they'll sign you up for these programs.
Stay tuned. West Texas View will be right back.
Specifics about classes. I want you to